Hey guys, thank you for allowing me to have some time off. It was a much needed stress reliever. YouTube isn't fixed and honestly doesn't appear to care about fixing the issues, so let's just move forward, shall we? Today I want to share with you some fan responses I received to my video where I shared the idea of Hunson Abadir eating Marceline's mother. This first response comes from user Purple Ghost. Okay, I have an alternate theory to her overreaction to the French fries thing. Marceline's reaction reads to me as hostile grief. Hostile grief is sometimes called angry grief, and there are a lot of manifestations, but the one I'm thinking of is when you feel angry at other people who remain, when someone you loved more is lost to you. This can happen to people who lose the parent they consider more loving, caring, and who have always been there for them. When the parent who remains does something that feels like a betrayal, it can feel like that much more of a betrayal. Every little petty slight they do towards you feels magnified because they are the ones who you have left and not the other parent. This can be added to by rose-colored retrospective, believing that the one who you miss wouldn't hurt you like the remaining parent did. Picture Marceline thinking, WTF, Mom would never eat my French fries. Why is she gone and you're here? And you start to get the picture. For kids who lose a parent young, this kind of reaction can become ingrained as a method with which they interact with the remaining parent, meaning they forever feel slighted more easily, and Marceline is almost definitively lost her mother during childhood. She survived as an old wrinkly lady to 1,000, no matter how fast or slow she ages as a vampire. She definitely ages slower than humans even prior to that. Her mother actually could have died of natural causes while Marceline was still a child, if Marceline ages slowly enough. So I know for someone who has never lost anyone, maybe this kind of seems bananas. I hear you, but grief really does make you feel bananas, sometimes for a very long time after the loss. Also, I should tell you, I speak from experience. I lost a parent, and I'm an adult now, by the way. If I was a child living with either parent at the time, I think it'd be worse. The parent I have left did petty things while the wound was fresh, and Marceline ages slowly, so I can't help but feel she'd mature slowly emotionally too, and that means having emotional wound heals slower too. And my emotional response was definitely disproportionate to what they'd done, because grief over someone you love who loved you really screws with you. And finally, Aaron S. writes, I think Marceline's mom was supposed to raise her while Hunson ruled over the Nightosphere, until she was old enough. However, her mom dies as a result of the Mushroom Wars, and Hunson doesn't learn about this for a very long time, since they probably had planned to have Marceline raised as a human child until she was old enough to handle the truth. If Hunson killed and or ate his wife, why would he keep endearing pictures of her in his home? They were in love. He probably didn't know the Mushroom Wars were going on since he resides over the Nightosphere, and would have gone mad with rage upon finding out his wife was killed and his child was missing. A rage he would have fed to that demon gem that transforms the wearer into his bloated demon lord form, which he would likely have been in while in a grief rage. Also why we see Finn turn into this enraged weeping demon thing when he uses the gem in return to the Nightosphere. The fries incident could have just been Hunson being gluttonous, whereas Marceline is still half human and needs to eat. She probably opened a portal to get her dad's help since her mom had died, but feels betrayed because, like I suggested, he ate her food out of desire, since demons don't need to eat or sleep, and this threatened her survival. Hunson would have gone back to the Nightosphere because 1, he can't be away for too long, 2, he doesn't understand how the mortal world works, and 3, he figures he will only continue to hinder Marceline if he stays, because he's worried he'll mess stuff up for her. As a demon though, he does have feelings and express themselves when they need to convey a message, but if they feel they don't need to, they won't. Demons are very calculating and reserved until angered. So this new system with YouTube actually promotes videos based on engagement rather than watch time. So leaving a comment will help my videos tremendously. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, and if not, give it a dislike. Oh, and a little update. Remember when I told you that I was going to be giving my old gaming computer to a fellow YouTuber who lives in Canada? Well, my attempts to fundraise money from live streaming to be able to cover the roughly $100 shipping fee only actually raised $2 in total. But I went ahead and used my money to ship it to him. Basically, the rig was about $1,100 when I built it a couple years ago, and it will help him grow his channel again now that he can help with the editing. Basically, guys, what I'm trying to say is, when you get a chance, help others out. In my opinion, it is more rewarding to give than to get. I feel so great to have helped out a smaller YouTube channel, Some guys that I have never met in my life outside of their channel. Even if it just means to buy a meal for a friend, or just help people out, and you may be surprised by the results. Please guys, I really want to help their channel grow, so click the annotation and go subscribe to the Quick Attack Gaming. These guys are genuinely nice, hardworking guys who just need some help. I love you all, and I'll catch you in the next episode.
Hey, thanks for watching. Happily ever after gaming, man.